Logan Paul finally apologizes to the crypto zoo holders. I'm Coach Colin, coolest high performance coach in the world. And if you want the absolute best insights to the podcast and video you love, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Now, why is Logan Paul apologizing? Well, if you haven't heard, there was a project called Crypto Zoo, of which Logan Paul abandoned. Didn't seem like he was ever going to do anything for the holders. Didn't seem like they were going to make any of their money back. People lost money. The highest holder I heard lost about $40,000. People were pissed. What ended up happening is CoffeeZilla, the infamous CoffeeZilla internet detective, ended up doing a 3-part series that really looked damning on Logan. Logan ended up responding by saying he was going to sue CoffeeZilla, then later took it back, and now he's actually addressing the people who matter, the people who lost all this money. Now, when it comes to personal development, I have a very good insight on this. But first, I want to play the apology for you. Let's go.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego flare, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function. To say I am disappointed in how this was handled internally is an understatement. There's a full internal investigation going on along with an audit, and we are going to pursue full legal action for whomever needs to be held accountable. If any money is recovered in the process, it'll go right to the community. My sole obligation is to my supporters, and I know this video is long overdue. Here it is. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for how this has unfolded thus far, and I want people to know that they can trust me and that I'll always take care of the fans and people who support me. I appreciate your guys' patience while we do our internal investigation, and I promise to be transparent and disclose any information we find out in the process. And lastly, thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
So hates CoffeeZilla. No way he's actually thankful to CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla just costs him $1.3 million. He would punch CoffeeZilla in the face if it meant there was no charges. But what I will say on the personal development side, because there's always something that we can learn. I made a video about it just the other day. Joe Rogan was talking about even learn from the people who you don't like. And you can learn from Logan Paul, even if you don't like him. It takes a lot of heart to apologize. It's really hard to apologize. Arguably harder to apologize when you don't even mean it. So if you think he didn't even mean this apology, it's even harder to do. If you feel like you shouldn't apologize and then you do anyway, that is a sign of growth, and that is a sign of maturity. A lot of people are saying that he apologized because he got caught, and it's like, it's usually when people apologize. It's usually what happens. They either get caught or they get called out on something, and then they end up apologizing because they feel bad, or they know that the person who's called them out feels bad, so they want to mend that type of thing. You know, they want to mend a relationship. So all I can say is, as men, apologizing like he's just done, it's commendable. You know, all you can do when you feel like, or when somebody you care about feels like you've wronged them, is apologize. You just have to go, okay, I'm sorry. And then also what he did, that's a big thing, is that he just decided, okay, here's what I'm going to do going forward to make it up to everybody. And what more can you really ask for? You can't really ask for more than that. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, screw this guy. And, because he's down on the ground, and every time somebody's down on the ground, everybody likes to kick him till they hit him in the head and he gets knocked out. People are vicious like that. But I don't know. I look at this and I say, if he apologized and he's going to do right where he did wrong, what more can you ask for? And you could all aspire to do the same in life, because there's definitely been times where maybe you didn't rip people off to the tune of a couple million bucks, but you did something. You did something where you got caught. You did something that you knew was wrong, and you did it anyway. We've all been there. Every single person's been there. And you'd be a liar to say that you haven't. So when I see somebody like this actually just apologize, own up, and decide that they're gonna right the wrongs, gotta respect it. So hopefully all those people make their money back, and hopefully he doesn't do this again. And that's all you can hope for. I'm out. Peace.